Okay. Welcome, everyone. It's 7 o'clock in the Netherlands. It's 8 o'clock in the southern part of Europe, and it's another time in some other parts of the world. So welcome, everyone. We are very excited to have you here on our first fireside in 2023-2024. Actually, we have a new dynamic team this year, and we have a support team. So we have many more people who help us putting these firesides together and thinking of other ways to reach people with education, but also with fun, with all kind of publicity, promotion, inspiration. A new year has started, a new slogan and a new global challenge. And we can only change the world if we do it together. And we also have in our team young people, men and women, because New Voices is striving for diversity, as you all know. And I will introduce them next time in detail, but I will tell you that we have a team from Austria, Romania, Scandinavia, Greece, France, Italy, Turkey, Bulgaria, and the Netherlands. So we are a very diverse team this year, and we'll make sure that you will get exciting firesides through the year. We have another speaker today, which is past district governor and area leader Aneliya Kaneva. She will later talk to us about Mission 1.5 in detail. And you see the picture of area leader past district governor Carla Schiffola. She is our second New Voices area leader in GAT. So welcome, Carla, and thank you for being here. And it will certainly not be the last fireside talking about GAT and Mission 1.5. This chat will be recorded and will be visible on our YouTube channel, Lions New Voices Europe. You can find it in YouTube. Please mute yourself if you are not speaking. And we want to see you, so turn on your camera when you are participating. And if you want to speak later on, when you have questions, raise your hands, or you can chat also. We have a busy chat already. So that these are all the normal things we know in Zoom, and we all accept that. Okay, what are we going to do? What do we have in store for you today? 2 topics. First topic is Mission 1.5. What it is and why are we doing it? And how can we and you as New Voices help? In breakout rooms later on, we will discuss this to inspire our clubs to accept the challenge. And the second topic today is climbing Mount Kenya, because a couple of these people here in the screen are going to climb Mount Kenya next week. And this is a special and a personal challenge for 18 Lions women from all over the world. And I will take you with me to Kenya to explain why we are doing that and how you can help. But first, and I hope the technique will not be an obstacle. First, I wanted to show you a video of our new international president, Dr. Paddy Hill, about a strong message about Mission 1.5. And I hope you can hear it.
I have always believed that changing the world is what lions and wheels do best. A humanitarians, we can change lives, but we have to do it together through service and by growing our membership. The more we grow, the more we can give to our communities. That's why we're launching Mission 1.5. Mission 1.5 is our drive to reach 1.5 million members by 2027 so that we can better meet the growing needs of our community and serve more people than ever before. This initiative starts with you and me. To show the world, our fellow Lions, and most importantly, ourselves, why we matter so much. It will require the commitment of every Lion to reach our Mission 1.5 goal. So answer the call. Be a driving force behind this historic initiative. Change the world like only you can. The need is here, the time is now. So join us on this important mission, Mission 1.5.
Okay. And now let's hear from our GAT area leader, past district governor Aneliya Kaneva. Much more details about Mission 1.5. Aneliya, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Elisabeth. Good evening and hello, every one of you. Let's go to the topic. Mission 1.5 is the drive of Lions International to reach 1.5 million Lion members worldwide on June 30th, 2027, so that we can better meet the growing needs of our communities and serve more than 1 billion people annually. Support will be provided so that during the coming 4 years, all districts will be able to add new clubs. Through this initiative, all clubs will induct new members. It is important that our districts incorporate strategies to attract a more diverse members, including women and young lions. So we are all together on our joint mission to grow. Annual district goals have been set. They are realistic and achievable, and we only need to go into action. All Lions executive officers and GAT Global Action Team area leaders have embraced the challenge of Mission 1.5. Next slide, please. What is our task and role as Lions and Leo members, leaders, and New Voices ambassadors in accomplishing together to share the mission, to analyze our strengths and weaknesses, to invite new members, to help in chartering and sponsoring new clubs, to dedicate and focus for success in order to become stronger together and to make a positive impact? We shall later today in our meeting have the chance to brainstorm a little bit about it. Next slide, please. And why Lions need to embrace Mission 1.5, you may ask. There are many constitutional areas, such as USA, for example, which is the birthplace of Lions, with 40 years of consistent membership declines. What about Europe? Where are we now? You can see on the slide the 10 years trend of membership decline in Europe. We have lost over 36,000 members, and the annual average loss of members in the last quarters during the latest 5 years is almost 3,000 members. 60% of our districts in Europe haven't had a new club from years. Next slide. The replies to some questions can give us the whole picture and answers to why Mission 1.5 is needed. Definitely, there are many communities and towns that do not have a Lions Club, and we are not able to serve there and to meet the growing needs. Many districts have gone years without adding a new club and have forgotten probably how to form clubs. Likewise, many clubs have not inducted even a single member for several years. Are we still okay if our Lions clubs are the best kept secret and a closed group of few aging persons? Don't we want to benefit from being Lions within our growing network and to create positive impact? Next slide, please. When we grow our membership, we shall benefit in many ways. Inviting new members to our clubs will increase our capacity to serve the community and the people who depend on us. We bring special talents and unique skills to our service, and so will every new member you proudly add to your local club. Lions not only serve the world, we represent the world we serve. And as our communities continue to evolve and diversify, so must our membership. New members from all walks of life, each of them having different specialities and experiences, will contribute to our service in new and inspiring ways. Because every new lion brings a fresh set of ideas and he is an extra pair of hands to our service. As we grow, we increase our local impact and expand our influence in the community. Our new members increase the number of champions for change and the causes we are passionate about. And together with all clubs around the world, we increase the visibility of Lions and we amplify our voice to the world. The personal connections we make with fellow Lions open doors to new opportunities and endless possibilities for personal and professional growth as we learn from one another, always striving to be better leaders, better people, and better Lions. With more members, our association, districts, and clubs will have more resources to fulfill our mission of service at home and also around the world. When my club is growing, we will have, and your club, of course, we will have the greatest impact in our community. And when every club is growing, we can ensure that Lions will always be there ready to serve. Next slide, please. All of us Lions will have many opportunities to be recognized as part of the mission. There will be a special pin for Lions who sponsor a new Lion, as well as special pins for members who join. Clubs will receive special banner patch when sponsoring new clubs, and club organizers will receive a pin at the time the club is formed so that they can share their contribution to the success. Our past officers also need to be involved. So our past district governors, past international directors, past international presidents shall also be able to earn special limited edition pins for sponsoring members or forming new clubs during these initiatives. Clubs who retain their members and grow 10% are considered premier clubs and will be recognized with a special patch and mention in the Lion magazine. And if they repeat their success before the end of 2027, those awards will increase and also recognition at the convention will be added. All clubs who retain their members and grow 100%, which means to double their members in the club, They will be named Platinum Clubs and will also receive a patch, a plaque, and a recognition in the Alliance magazine and during the convention. All district governors, Global Action Team coordinators, and Global Action Team area leaders who achieve their goals will be considered mission heroes and will earn recognition at the end of December for achieving the half-year target, and also at the end of June or beginning of July for achieving the annual target. 150 top sponsors worldwide, with the top 5 from each constitutional area, will be recognized with a special pin and plaque annually, every year, also in the magazine and at convention. District school charter clubs in the first 3 months of each year during the mission will earn the right to recognize a lion with a leadership medal for every 2 clubs chartered, and also a presidential medal for every 3 clubs chartered. So, do we accept the challenge? Let's see how we can make progress together. This is all from me. If you have any questions, I can put my contacts into the chat, and please feel free to come back to our, also to my colleagues, Global Action Team area leaders, Carla Cifula, who is here, Mirela, I think she's also here from Romania, Raf Sandu from UK. And thank you in advance for your dedication to growing together our membership and impact in Europe. Thank you, Elisabeth.
And thank you, Aneliya, for giving us some insights in the Mission 1.5. What you will get access to this PowerPoint, so you don't have to write it all down, or so you will have access to this recording, but also to the PowerPoint. So we'll make it easy for you to read it again. So what we are going to do now, we will put you all in breakout rooms, and it may take a while before you leave the plenary room. So don't worry, be patient. But in the meantime, try to think of how new voices could help, and what strategies or actions could we actually develop to help the GAT team, but also our clubs, to accept Mission 1.5 and to act towards it. And remember, as a new voice, you are creative. You are out of the box thinking. You are on ground level. You are very close to our clubs. So the clubs who need the help of all of us, because where are we going to put in the new members? Who is asking to join a new member or to charter a club? It's always the club. They are doing it, not the district governors or the area leaders or the president or the international directors. No, it's the club and it's the members. We are very dependent on them, so we have to help them. And promotion and storytelling is a part of it, and new voices are great in doing that. So we have to help. For the breakout rooms, just some logistics. We would like you to appoint a spokesperson, because when you come back, we will debrief your breakout room and hear about your creative ideas or your inspirational strategies or actions you are planning to do. So it's important that you choose a spokesperson. I don't know if you know the number of your room, but I will ask some of these, or I will ask room number 1. But I don't know if you know if you are in room number 1, but we will see how we manage that later on. Aneliya, how far are we?
We are ready to send the people to their rooms. It will take 15 minutes to discuss, and then we come back to the main room.
You will see in the right corner how many minutes are left. So you have 15 minutes to discuss. Please, in the room, start the discussing immediately and let all the people talk, because many people have good ideas. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, I will wait till everybody's back. Okay, I hope you had a good time in the breakout rooms.
Yep. Indeed.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
Good. You had a good time. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Hi, Anna.
Welcome back.
Hi, Lily.
Are you all back, Aneliya?
Yes, yes.
Hi, Elisabeth.
Okay. Okay, I would like to start with room number 1. And in room number 1, there was Dia and there was Ellen. So who is your spokesperson?
If you agree, I can be the spokesperson of the group 1 because I did most of the talking, I think.
Okay, please go
Sorry
ahead.
about that. Our final conclusion was that we have to address different groups of people and of all ages, not necessarily only young groups of people. For example, we can address the universities. We can address special groups of people with, for example, Special Olympics people, people for the blind, people who need some special care, but we need to give them our services and bring them together with us. But we all agreed that we need a structured procedure so that it will be common to everybody. And that means that we have a sort of protocol, how we process and which steps we follow to reach this result. So everybody knows and does the same way. This is our conclusion. Thank you, Elisabeth.
Thank you so very much, Dia. And I think it's very good. I give it back to the GAT people, a protocol, or so what you have to do to go to these kind of institutions and try to charter clubs. That's what you are saying. Okay. Thank you so much. Group number 1. Group number 2. Alba was in group number 2.
Yes, so Elisabeth, we are new voices and we need to give voice to silenced people. So we had a very silent member, Niels. So he will be the spokesman of the room 2.
Okay. Thank you, Alba. Niels,
you do know, Alba, that we're going to meet again face to face. It's going to cost you a very heavy drink. We also spoke about universities, and most of us came to the conclusion that universities are indeed the place to go to start recruitment. We were talking about the fact that universities usually have extracurricular volunteer program as an obligation for the students. So what we could do is we could go and sell to the universities in our community the Lions programs as volunteer programs to which they can participate. And instead of having to run around the world to find a program, we simply create a campus club in which they can basically do their volunteer work that is required of them as students. We also heard that companies can be very good sources of members. Jutta was talking about the fact that we need to keep our members. In other words, we need to look at retentions, or as I always like to quote our past international president. Um, no, from Texas. Thank you.
Jimmy Ross?
Yes, Jimmy Ross, thank you. We don't retain members, we make them stay because he doesn't retain his wife. He makes his wife stay because she loves him. So maybe we need to look at that to retain members. There's been a lot of people that spoke about the difficulty of keeping old and young together. And maybe a suggestion here would be to give the younger people the independence maybe in a branch club. In other words, there are clubs that indeed have very old members, but if we create a branch for the young people, they don't necessarily have to mix, yet at the same time, they are together, kind of like together and separate at the same time. From Canada, we heard a very good idea about stories. And I think that in the past years, we spoke about the fact that new voices should be the storytellers, the spokespersons. So here is again where the new voices would be absolutely perfectly set in order to participate actively in Mission 1.5. Also, a very simple thing. I think that we know it all in lines, but maybe we don't hear it often enough, and that is ask one. Just ask somebody to become a member. Just tell them the story, ask him. Again, the same with old and young. Leo clubs, again, came up in 2 discussions. That would be a very good discussion. There was, Alper mentioned something which I have been talking about for many years for those that know me, and that is why aren't Leo Lion members? If we make the Leo Lion members, I think we have the 1.5 tomorrow. Maybe we should think about it for a second. I'm serious about it. I'm really serious about it. It's something that maybe we should consider, and we solve the issue overnight. Bam. Yeah,
Niels,
that would be it.
I want to give an opportunity to the other 3 groups. Is that okay?
I'm done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very productive group. I'm impressed. Thank you. Group number 3, Vanessa Stewart. You were in group number 3.
It's Ida who's gonna make the.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I was not volunteering, I was appointed. I had to say.
Please go ahead.
But it was a good group and they had a lot of good ideas, and I hope that I remembered everything. First of all, I think the main idea was that we should have good ideas, good projects that would then give good marketing, good PR in our local society, and in that way we could gain new members. And when we were in these projects or activities, we had to talk to people that were coming, seeing us serve, seeing us doing our activity, and ask them if they wanted to join us. And we always should remember to listen, tell, and ask. We had to listen to people and what their story was, and maybe they then could see themselves in Lions Club if we asked them. We could also ask the parents from the youth exchange if they wanted to join in a club, or maybe there was an example that the parents for the exchange, youth exchange that had been sent out had a club chartered, so we could do that as well. There was Spain were doing a video so that they could tell a story about Lion and how we were doing, and in that way maybe gain some new members. But we also said we cannot. We have to remember our old members. That's already in the club. Retain the current members, because if we lose some at the current members and not get as many in again, we will never reach our goals for 2027. So was that all? Yeah, we are the best ambassadors for Lions. We know Lions, we love Lions, so we just have to ask. So our membership can grow. I think that was all.
Oh, thank you very much, Ida. Very good, thank you. And I think it's always easier to keep one instead of ask a new one. Brings me to group number 4. Group number 4, there was Lorenzo, there were regrets.
Yeah.
Who will be the spokesperson?
I think if regret, yes, but I think I will be the spokesperson.
Please go first.
Ahead,
Yeah. Please have it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, regret.
Okay.
Our group mainly focused on the social media and other charity groups can be our target groups to achieve the new members. And also some rewarding systems can be applicable. And as practiced in Romania, for example, for any new member, any club bringing new member, and Melvin Jones can be a motivating reward. So LCIF and Lions Club both will be getting the benefit of that. And so also orientation programs and workshops to train our members to bring the new members to the organization. What else I can say? And also we focused on how we can do this through New Voice. And New Voice, how New Voice can contribute to the membership and Mission 1.5. I think the women members will be very successful in bringing the new potential members into the organization. And it is also the philosophy of having New Voice strategies, you know. And those were the main points. I think I didn't miss anything.
Okay, thank you so very much, Mirat. Good group, thank you.
Yes, our group was excellent.
Okay, last but not least, I see group number 5. There was Phil Nathan in there, PID Phil Nathan. Who is your spokesperson, Phil? Do you know?
We chose Corinne.
Okay.
Yeah, Corinne.
Thank you.
Hello, they chose me. Hello, everybody. I was not expecting to be the spokesperson of this group, but we did it a little bit differently. First of all, we really focused on being in 4-year Mission 1.5. So we noticed that Mission 1.5 seems to be accepted by all the GATT and better than everything was accepted till now. So we need in 4 years time to succeed. But then there were some people, I don't remember who said, can really all these pins be helpful to bring new people in? So we decided that all these pins can be, because everybody loves to be rewarded and everybody likes to be recognized. So this question of pins is, I think, we think is very good. So there was another thing that we noticed, and which is very important. We absolutely also don't have to forget about quality. Because if we don't think about quality, we can bring in many new clubs or new members this year, but we can lose many also next year. So that's very important. What we also need is to train people, even the people who are there for the moment, this 1.4 million from today, that they really should know what is our association. Because many lions and even club presidents, even vice governors, don't really know exactly what we are doing. And that is one of the most, we are really the ambassadors. And we have to do with that. That's the only thing, with our service, with our knowledge, with our passion, that's the only way we will be able to attract new people, and certainly that they will stay with us. And that was a little bit in our group, really the main thing. It's really knowing what we are doing. Let know other people's what we are. Many ways to do it for the moment, but we have to do that. If we don't do that and we just ask one or ask two, well, we will lose them maybe. We can lose other people. It's so important.
Okay, no, thank you. She's passionate about. She has accepted.
You know, I'm passionate about it, Elisabeth.
Thank you so much, all the groups, and I have the big impression that you all have accepted the challenge, and so we will continue with further on this topic in other firesides. But please use your area leaders who know all the details for if you have any questions, and go to the GAT membership persons in your district if you have some district or related questions. Which brings me to our second topic. I have 8 minutes left, which is climbing Mount Kenya. And these are some pictures of the mountain we are going to climb.
Elisabeth,
yeah,
sorry, please share the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a good point. You could not see the mountain then.
Yes.
Yes, you can see it?
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Starting again. This is Mount Kenya. And these are 18 brave women who are going to climb this mountain next week. And I must say, I am scared to death because I have never climbed a mountain of 5,000 meters. That's the height of this mountain. So tomorrow and Saturday, we will travel to Nairobi. And on Monday morning, we are starting our 5-day climb to Mount Kenya, which is the second highest mountain in Africa. And as you maybe remember, in 2018, when we had our first women president in history, Gudrun Ingvardottir, 10 brave women climbed Mount Kilimanjaro to collect money to build a school in Kenya. And remember also that the New Voices in Europe helps to collect $25,000 for that cause. And on September the 1st, after our climb, and I hopefully come back, we will all witness the opening of that school. But now we are going to climb Mount Kenya for another project. And this is the reason why we are doing it. Did you know that albino kids have a disease that are hunted in parts of Africa for their limbs? It's a horrific story. It's because these albino kids have a disease. They have a pigment disease. And also often their sight they have visual impairments. But there is a strong old belief that the limb of an albino kid could heal or could prevent some diseases for other people. So they are hunted actually in Africa. So what we are going to do, we would like to protect these people. We will build them a home where they will feel safe and protected, and a home where they can learn to build a future. And we, again, need your help to raise $100,000. We do that through LCIF. But we not only need your help, we also need the help of the people in your networks. Because if everybody gives a small amount, we will be there very quickly. And we will build that school also that home also very quickly. So follow us, promote us, donate and support us. We will have a photographer and a film crew with us with a support team. After we come back, we have all the promotion material you need. And I would like to thank you already on behalf of these children. There are again the QR codes and links to all our materials we covered today. And I would like to thank you for being here. Thank you for your inspiring ideas. Thank you for being a new voice. And thank you for your support. And I give a big hug to all of you. And be with us, Aneliya, Hannah, myself, who else is there who's packing? There's some other people packing for Nairobi, that you support us, that you will be in your thoughts with us on that mountain, because we need it. And thank you so much. And I will stop sharing now. Yeah. And say goodbye and good evening. And I made it in the hour. Thank you so much.
Have a safe trip and enjoy.
Thank you.
Safe trip.
Safe trip.
Fantastic trip by Elisabeth.
Bye-bye to all.
Thank you for doing this for the children of
Safe
Africa.
trip.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Successful trip.
Bye-bye.
We will come back stronger.
Yes.
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
please. We need you like that.
Good luck. Together we can.
Good luck, Elisabeth. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all, dear friends. Bye.
Bye.
Phil, will you go with us?
Sorry?
Phil, will you go with us? Will you also fly to
Elisabeth, I'm going to Kenya, but then I'm going to Uganda.
Oh, okay. So you will not be in the support team.
No, I'm going to Uganda with Brian.
Okay.
We're going to look at well, you'll hear an orphanage and things like that.
Okay. Thanks. But you support us. I know that.
I certainly have done.
Yeah. Because his wife Heidi will be in our team. So we are very looking forward to that team. From, I don't know if I mentioned 18 different countries, 18 women from 18 different countries. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
See you in Kenya.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
See you.
much.
Bye. Bye.
See you there.
Bye.